この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kyousougiga episode. I'm about to say something I'm gonna regret. Episode 3ga. Okay, let's just move past that one and pretend it didn't happen. We're here for episode 3 of Kyousougiga. I'm lost. I still don't know what's happening in this show, and that's okay. I do want to clear up two things that a number of people have asked about. One of them is pretty straightforward. Yes, I am aware that Kodo is the rabbit. I got it. The thing that I was not aware of and just didn't pick up on because I'm an idiot is that Kitsune is Myoe. Probably a reincarnated version, but he's still Myoe. So that makes a lot more sense now why he's like pining over the rabbit that is Kodo and all of that stuff. Duh. The rest of the things I do not understand. What is going on? What is this association of people led by this doctor guy with the purple eyes who's a little bit creepy and reminds me of Sosuke Aizen? How did that little exam thing work? Is any of this real? Is this all imagined? Are we actually trapped in a mental institution? What's really happening here? I don't know. I got no clue, but it's pretty and it's fun and it's really well directed and it's really well put together. So I'm here for the ride and hopefully for a little bit more understanding as we move along, and hopefully my brain space is up to the task of actually comprehending literally anything that occurs in this show, which it has not been so far. We're on episode 3. We just, I guess, like our team of our three siblings who are two non-humans and one human, just agreed to let Kodo in or something. What will that change? How will that affect things? I don't know. Will our actual point of view be within the world of the weird city that is Kyoto but is not Kyoto? Maybe. Maybe not. Does it matter? I don't know. I really don't know. What's next? We've had two dramatically different episodes. One that like set the entire world up and still left a ton of questions, and one which focused intensely on the emotional experiences and childhood development of one character, and that just ignoring the others mostly. What's next? Collision? I hope so. We're here at like the 3-episode rule type of place, which is where things would kick off if they're going to kick off in some way that's noticeable, but that doesn't always happen, and that's not necessarily how stories work all the time. So I'm kind of hoping that things like all clash together and we get some like direction out of the show, because at the moment there's a bunch of cool shit that's going on and I don't know what it's leading to, and that's okay, but I'd like to have some kind of idea of where we're heading with this, which may never be a thing, and that might be okay too. Generally, I guess I like this thing, but I don't claim to understand it, and that's okay. Cool? Cool. Let's watch episode 3 of Kyousougiga. Episode 3ga. I'm never going to live that one down. All right, I've got episode 3 up and ready to go, as you can tell by the red light streaming off of my computer screen onto my face. It is at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description. Timer-based version will be up on YouTube. If you would like to sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you are welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready, because the beep timer to count you down will be coming at you soon. As soon as I grab a piece of paper, because I just realized I don't have a piece of paper to take notes. It's very handy to have an entire stack of paper like within reach, and a pencil. Awesome. We're good to go. Let's watch the thing. Beep timer. Hmm. Why the shattering? Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello. Okay, so is this immediately after the leaving? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Smart. The firstborn and his cheerful and nerdy team. Okay. Where? Her cronies? Well, all right. Oh boy. Wow, that was right out of the gate. Long been resolved. All right, firstborn. I'm waiting for the joke. No, okay. Bye. Is he sitting on like a sake cup? Which are what? They're the laws that they came up with, right? Oh. Hi. Hmm. Hmm. But it was best for all of us. Present Kurama something? Okay. Oh, there are those two. Who are they? Who are they actually? What the fuck? Oh. Cool, 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 cool. Are we just gonna refer to her as Serafuku? Noto. Those were some sick poses. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Will it reform? Okay, they are monsters. Oh. So, this is our crew. This is... Yes, that's quite a reversal. Oh, okay. Yeah, but what is it? Study time. Immediate opinion shift. All right. Trying cool things. Oh, bye. Aun? Is that their names? Nothing breaks easily. We still haven't seen the aftermath of what happens when stuff breaks by the hammer. The what? The raw? That is not what that saying was. That was a different saying that was interpreted that way. I want to know what that actual saying was. Gotta talk to the real authority. Sure. Right. Love that. Love that. Dude, the use of these shadows is nonsensical and I love it. What is that weird DNA thing? Right, right. A place apart, a guest apart. Sure. Of course. Yeah, you would. Wouldn't you? You want her gone? Mm-hmm. What a strange conversation. What specifically are you looking for? That. Right. Memories. No coincidences. Past. Okay. What? What? Yeah. You did what? How? But you were just made. You're real creepy though. Okay. This is true. That's the problem. Okay. Dharma and enlightenment. Gotta love it. That's crucial to the reincarnation cycle of this world, isn't it? Oh my god. So that's a temper tantrum. Okay. That's pretty accurate. Hmm. So this is his episode. Are we going to do that for each character? Hmm. He hasn't been yet. I wonder if his own pictures have any sort of power. Breaking rules? Don't think so. Mm-hmm. That's how you find everything. Hmm. 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 Just look like one. So what am I? The diviners? The other families? I must be smart. Alright. No. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Why? Because you're free? Hmm. So he reveres the place. Reach the mountains. Ah! Cool, 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 cool. No longer forbidden. Again, all the not people. He's so happy. It's a magical land of magic. It's perfect. A place made for you. Aww. So his devotion pays off in a sense. Okay. And he creates things. Whatever it is, yeah. What? What? Cool. The little paper cuts. Why is there another arm down there? Yeah. It's too easy here, huh? Perfect life for an industrious monk of sorts. But no change. Wait. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what? It's just a PSP. Wait. I was so confused. Did you lose the hammer? Okay, good. Well, shit. Tap, 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 tap. Capital love? What? What? It's all gamified. What? Oh, it is just a PSP. No, it's not the same. Uh-huh. I gotta say, I love the goons in suits. Who? Those two. Are they her familiar peoples? Or... Thanks. Does that all repair itself? Oh, just like a little... I'm sorry. Gamada! Yeah. Oh, that's not working. Powers, I guess. Okay, does everything fix itself or not? A security inspection? Mm-hmm. And no more. Hello, Limo. I want to find out about her district. Oh, no. Venomous. They are Ojo laugh battling. I love it. Oh, it's the new one. Or is it? No, because it was we only saw it in black and white. Okay, it could be blue. That could be the OG. I guess in a world with no consequences, why wouldn't you just shoot down the bird? That one CG element really irks me. Oh. All right, what is that little element that keeps showing up? Did we get it? We got it. Does it work? That's the wrong one, isn't it? Fuck. Oh. The whole goggle is turning into water. Okay, that's lovely. How did that subplot just start? It just started and then it just happened. Bye. What is that little element? Hey. Ha. He is. Clearly, he's the one running all your shit, but... He just... You put a GPS in it yourself? Alright. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So he actually takes care of business while she's off being utterly that. That cut is... Okay. No, you are still trapped here. Okay, so they are real individuals who are not directly created by Myoe, but then they're real? It's a lot of doors. Mm-hmm. They're capable of creation, which makes sense because they had a giant robot. Mm. Hmm? The head monk being the one from the outside world? Oh, okay. How are those tied together, if at all? Kodo or... God, everything they say is so obtuse. 80% likely. The red eyes. So the robot is somehow tied to that? Unknown. Unknowable, right? Fuck. He just what? He just digiported. That's not okay. Well, I'm utterly confused. I love Shoko though. She's insane, and that's wonderful. Okay. Enjoyment? A lot. Comprehension? Not so much. I'm gonna need a minute here. There are, thankfully, enough things for me to, like, look up while I just stew on this for a moment. One of them is at, where is it where we get that, no, this is where we get this at 1850-ish, which is just the bird stuff. It's at 6 minutes. That's the timestamp that I want, where we get the saying from him that is, all the roads lead to Rome, but it takes him like 3 times that length of words to say, so it's definitely not that saying, and I want to know what saying it is because it might actually be relevant. It probably isn't, but I'm also just curious, so give me a sec here. Skitsumete, okay. I'm just gonna need the translate.google.com. And I don't want to be translating English to Latin anymore. I don't know why I was doing that in the first place. I also don't want to translate Japanese to Latin. Thank you. Now let me figure this part out. See you in a minute. Joken wo ski. It's an elongated version that means something along the lines of like, it's the same everywhere. If you thoroughly investigate something, but I'm clearly like missing or mistaking some of the words. Okay, so it does end up having the same meaning. It's just a little bit longer and a little bit more abstract. Cool. Cool. What's Tathagata? Just for fun. The term is often thought to mean one who has thus gone. Or one who has thus come. Okay. But it's also, it means like one who has gone this path before, which is to reference the Buddha. Got it. And is used self-referentially because he has lost sense of self. Got it. Sort of. Where's the part where demon girl Yase loses her stuffed animal? And I think the core focus of this episode, I'm going to think about that. But the core focus of this episode is Kurama and what Kurama wants. Not what he feels like he must be, but what he wants. Which we'll circle back around to. But I want to find that sequence where Kodo loses her stuff. There. It is the same. It is the same. It's the one that Kodo talks to in her room. So, was it left behind when they transferred? Or how is it in both play? Okay, it doesn't matter. It's interesting. Now, where is that scroll with all of the stuff across the screen? I didn't write down a timestamp for it because I'm an idiot. Just skimming through, this is hyper crucial. You have a human body and you know another world. Super duper important. There it is. Okay. History of the family, monk retreat. I mean, this is a timeline, which is everything. But this is a timeline written from the perspective of Kurama, right? Probably. Let's Kodo borrow her body. Kodo and Myoe start living together. Stuff happens. Yakushimara joins. Stuff happens. Kurama and Yase join. Stuff happens. They draw Shrine's attention. Myoe gets angry at Kurama. They all move. It's that stuff happens parts. How do they draw the Shrine's attention, and why does Myoe get angry at Kurama? Was he responsible for it? Wait. I want to go and see the outside world once. I want to prove my worth in a place that's not here. Will help. Thank you. So we end up alone, together, divided by sharp lines. Squares, 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 squares. Circle in the center. A team. This is just wonderful. This is just wonderful. I don't understand why it's happening, but it's wonderful. That she's a gamer and she just has gotcha girls to do her shit for her is amazing. It's super funny. This is supposed to be a Kurama episode, and yet almost half of it, if not more, is dedicated to Shoko, the crazy scientist girl. I consider this a good thing because look at her. Ow! Ow! I just dinked, like really hard dinked, like the back of my pinky nail against the top of my water bottle, and it hurts. And it hurts. Ow! That is sharp pain. Just look at her. I almost did it again. Look at her dudes. Look at her homies. They're wonderful. And hilarious and weird and strange. And I don't understand who these two are. Are they her, like, companion people? And then there's the self-referential stuff that's like, why is a magical girl going and destroying dreams when she should be destroying, like, bad people? And then we get the stacked heads, which is wunderbar. I love the snappiness of these cuts, like, snap, bam. How is it so good? Who did episode direction? See, I'm avoiding, I'm doing everything I can to avoid actually talking about the episode itself because I don't understand it. Hiroyuki Kakudo. Bebop High School Digimon stuff. Storyboard and episode directing 6 episodes of Hugto Precure. Cool. I don't understand. All right, here's what's going to happen. I don't know how to approach this episode, so I'm going to watch it again. As I go through it, I'm going to pause and talk about things that I notice and just talk about them. So this will have a lot of cuts in it, but hopefully we'll get a better picture of what's really going on, because this episode was kind of just a barrage of stuff happening, and that confuses me. So I'm gonna start after the OP, and I'm gonna start from there, and we're just gonna run through it. See you in a minute when I find something I want to talk about. Okay, first thing to talk about, divisions between characters, big squares, big blocky borders and stuff. Kind of important. All of our trio is super different. I wonder who we're gonna address next. Whether it will be Yase next and then our Yakushimaru Myoe or what, but I don't know. Immediately expresses himself as being a leader. To some extent, he's the one with the head on his shoulders. We will have to make do on our own, and then he begins immediately trying to make that happen. And he has a particular way of doing that, one which is embodied by the idea of rules. So the 10 perfect commandments, or whatever they're called, are probably his doing. They're not something from on high. They're something he created. Cool. And we've seen that this does happen. The system does occur. Let's see that we resolve difficulties together. We saw at the end of the previous episode that all three of them ended up working together, or like having a conference to decide what to do about Kodo's arrival. However, we get it expressed a little bit later that in point of fact, those rules are more are less how do I put it? They're less a universal like set of commandments and more a method of Kurama obtaining and maintaining power and control over what is done. Which seems to not be necessarily a bad thing, as he seems to understand what's happening around them quite a bit more. He's aware of Shrine. He is aware of a lot of things. He's got somebody clearly from Shrine working for him, as that dude just evaporates into Digiverse stuff. Cool. Firstborn and his cheerful and nerdy team. Cool. Title drop. Circles. Lots of circles. Very, very much like the circles within the Raw, which is her hammer. Side note, side question. The Raw what? The Raw force of creation and destruction? Something like that? That's what I would immediately assume. The raw power, probably what they need to tear this world down or rebuild it or whatever, or escape it or whatever. It's crucial to their plans, to Kurama's plans. Okay. I actually quite like this set of gags. Usually when it comes to like sexualization of characters and joking about them, I'm not a huge fan. This is fucking hilarious and it's well done. Because like contextually he's a womanizer and his sister is indicting him for that, and he's like, nah, I wouldn't womanize her. She's got no tits. Not my type. Which is great. Side note, I really expected there to be a butt joke here about there are no butts, and then that's literally exactly, that's the point. That's why I wouldn't womanize Kodo, but it doesn't work, because in Japanese that doesn't work as a pun. Aw, too bad. Love this scene. Just a formality. He also has symbols of squares within a circle. I'm gonna just draw that on my notes here. I'm just gonna draw a circle with a square in it. Why is this a thing? Because this, like, we saw that on that well that was shaped like I forget what they're called, but the Chinese coins that are shaped that way, and we see it here. It is like on his sashes as a symbol. There's something to that. Your choice of floating away my favorite doll was horrible for me, though. Wonder why he did that. When we see that he, like, got it back for her at a different point. Unless she means something different. So we end up in this lab space. This is Kurama's lab space place, led by these two. And it's scientific, computerized, and weird. What do all the mirror capital systems do? Does it need them, or are they instituted later by Kurama and his underlings to make sense of things? Unknown. And who is her voice? Dokani Serafku. She's got, like, such ability to put that bit of growl in there. I want to know who that is. Shoko. It's Chiwa Saito. I know you. How do I... Who are you? Aria... Chloe von Eins... Okay, right. Yeah, Chloe. Got it. Yep, that'll place her in my brain. Reha... Hitagi! Ah, she is Senjo Gohara. Okay. Got it. Solidly figured out who that is. Cool. Cool. She's also, if that is Chiwa Saito, she's the one who does all of the voices at the beginning of all of the Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei episodes. She's the one who does those really goofy voices at the beginning of every episode of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Right. Got it. Cool. I love her. I also love the character that she plays here because Shoko's insane. Can we just mention the posing? Can we just mention the posing? We got dudes like I love it. I love it. I don't understand it, but I love it. This sudden like change of tone into this insanity and then into this insane like goofy sequence that shows a complete lack of reverence or respect for anything else that's going on around them. This place sucks. Destroy it all. Nice doll. Yeah, so they're just fucking with literally everything. Oh, don't take it out of the box. It's a collector's item because... Okay, got it. Shoko, the way that she is animated and the way that she moves. Excel Saga is the only thing that I can say. And it's not even a show that I've seen. That's the only thing that this reminds me of is, like, some clips that I've seen from Excel Saga of pure insanity. Also some furikuri vibes, just a little bit. The sort of, again, the insanity, and also the energy that leads into that insanity. It's not just, whoa, this is crazy shit. It's, whoa, this is crazy shit that's happening one thing after another and just piling on top of itself to become insane. Circles within squares, but I don't know if the hammer counts as that in any way, shape, or form. It's weird. Also crushing that thing, also crushing other things, insanity, and our calm and doting what's-his-face, who's just like, nope, holding you back. Cool. Meta-knowledgeable, magical girl. That's your problem. It's not enchanted, shrine made it in their labs. Would you like to see it? Bada bing, bada boom. Hell yeah. So, God, that is efficient characterization. We immediately understand who this character is. They're obsessed with things that don't matter, like the doll being in the box. They are immediately like angry and vengeful and spiteful if you harm any of their stuff. But then if you offer new information to Shoko, she's like, ooh, new information. Hell yes. You can try it if you give it back. Later. Nothing I have with me breaks easily. Let her play with it. Pure curiosity. And she's an entity in this world. Is she from the other world at all? Or is she just created as an entity of curiosity? And that doesn't get through at all. She's pretty cute, yeah. Aratama? I don't know what that means. It's being translated as the raw, but I don't know what that means. The raw. Of course, this place reminds me a bit of Shrine's Labs. I'm going to assume that what's-his-face's presence here has led to that. Not Kurama, but scientist guy who's from Shrine. And then we get the all roads lead to Rome, which is, in this context, saying that, like, when purposes are similar, we end up at, like, convergent evolution of technology, sort of. Like, of course, it looks like that kind of a lab, because a lab will look like a lab. Let's go, the chief priest is waiting. And what is his armband dealio? It's a gear with 3 things in the middle? I wonder, are those the 3... They're the Council of 3 with the gear around it to indicate that. Okay. Okay, and then we get this whole sequence of conversation between them. The thing that I need to talk about in this whole sequence is angles and wall shadows, because the way that the shadows on the wall are put into the frame and how they affect the composition is amazing. And I don't know what to say beyond look at it. Look at it. It's also nonsensical and it alters itself scene to scene, right? That is the opposite angle of that, right? We're looking at her, right? And the angle is like this. We switch to the other side, the angle is the other way, right? It's nonsensical. It doesn't match up to physics. And yet it matches up to visual representation and like framing. All right. You're nothing like each other. Yase is super different, but I'm not human either. Myoe is the most like you. Human. Someone with his own reasons. He's not defining human, he's defining what makes her like Myoe. Someone with his own reasons. But we have a reason for Kurama, right? He's just reluctant to tell anybody that. He prefers to hide behind the idea that he is a function of this world, bound to his duty, rather than bound to anything that he himself wants. So that's his internal contradiction. How he presents himself to the world is above all of those things, and yet he is desperate to seek the real world, a different world. Which in turn is definitionally transcendence, right? So his search for enlightenment in some sense is the search to become something other, something that's not bound to the cycle of this world. Okay. Okay. I love this whole thing. All right. Can we talk about this element that just appears in random places all over the place that looks like DNA? Sup with that? Sup with that? What are these living entity things that move? What are they? Why are they there? What are they? They just exist. It's been quite a while, but you're a guest apart. Quite a while since they've had a different guest. And yet you are far different. And this is a place apart. Right. Since I knew about it, open eyes. I'd love to meet with this sensei. Motivations of his own. Does he have any indication or knowledge that her sensei might be like his father or related to his father? Or his creator? Doesn't seem to, but he seems very keen on that point. We are basically isolated. That's how it was designed. I just yearn to go outside. Not being able to return home would inconvenience you as well. If there's any way we can assist you, we will. What he's really saying is, you're our ticket out of here, and we'll do everything we can to help you because it aligns with my goals. Cool. Okay. Squared circle. I do know a black rabbit, but she's gone. Our mother is a black rabbit drawn by our father. A coincidence of many, no doubt. Zero coincidence here. 100% not a coincidence. Okay, then we get this segment. Hello, you have siblings now. I gotta say, I am really looking forward, hopefully, to having a Yase-focused episode, because I want to know everything. She just pokes him in the eyes and sends him flying. Amazing. The Tathagata, the individuals who have transcended, have not what men call friends. Never close nor far, yet guide the living toward enlightenment with Dharma. Never close nor far, yet guide the living toward enlightenment through the Dharma. And he lives it. And we see his character over the course of this montage, his early character. He's helpful. He's glue. He holds people together. It's interesting. He's also smart. Breezing through this. And he has not been to the capital until this. But he also follows rules. Boxes, squares, boxes. He wants that. No going to the capital. You just look like a human. You're not one. And that's like a harsh thing to hear if you want to be human. A little bit of a Pinocchio story going on there. Same frame, isolated. Love the background art. It's just gorgeous. Showing the passing of seasons and times. Oh, yeah. Well, they are the dogs of the diviners. I don't know what he means by that, but I assume he means shrine. Or what may become shrine in future. But I envy you. You have a human body and can go to another world. It's just the capital. You'll see it eventually. We get this timeline. They all move to the mirror capital. So that whole portion is like recap, but from Kurama's perspective. Cool, cool, cool. Now you can go whenever you'd like. Welcome to the capital, and he is loving it. Every part of it. So of course he becomes the leader of it. He's the one who cares. This is freedom for him. Until it becomes a trap, right? You had to be quite patient till now. You have done well. And then he creates nonsensical things that everybody thinks are awesome, even though they don't do anything or are incomprehensible. Which doesn't sate him. He wants to be recognized for real. It's like it's like having sycophants that will always find what you do valid and valuable. He wants to prove himself for real. It's a very human emotion, very, very right. I want to go and see the outside world once. And the change, winter, separation. And then time passes, things change, but he does not. And then we jump into black and white, old school, the adamant giant Bishomaru, with all the goons being goons, and with Shoko being Shoko, and this insanity occurring. I have no idea about any of this. It's just insane. Of course, the eyebrow thing is very Gurren Lagann, but it just is. Looking for the PSP. So we send the 4 divines. Are the 4 divines like a thing? They are, aren't they? The 4 divines, the 4 divine beasts, right? Or wait, is that Zelda? Yeah, the 4 sacred beasts. There we go. Got it. So he gets her a replacement and inserts within it a GPS device, or did he insert the GPS device in the original one and just put it back in there and was like, here, this will work? But then she rejects that, is like, no way I'd lose it, she says, having lost it. I love having all the goons moving around and looking for stuff. Guys like walking backwards, searching around an empty space, coming in from ropes from above. I love them. They're wonderful. And memory. It was their fault. And Yase, or not Yase, Yoko is absolutely insane. The little sorry, the fucking cigar box of Pocky, the fact that she has a goddamn assault rifle and dudes with spiked clubs behind her. Insanity. I love this like 5-frame cut, right? It's not even a cut. It's just this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's a lot longer than I thought it was. Or VLC is glitching. Just that little moment to snap between the two is so much fun. There's something about the use of angles and compositional angles over the course of everything in this show. Like hard line, angled this way. Everything works with it. Hard line, all to draw us in. Ah, it's so good. I've been thinking a lot recently about the way the eye is drawn around the screen by framing, just because I'm gonna have to make a video soon about, like, the first episode of Go Princess Precure, because there's a sequence in it that just blows my fucking mind in terms of, like, simple design and composition leading your eye around the screen. This is another example of the same kind of thing, right? Like, framed, center screen to the eye, center screen to the gun, bringing us down to the eye. Pop over from one side of the screen to the other. It's so good. And then this little goofiness is just wonderful. What is his power? What did he do that put weird beads around them? I don't know. How does that work? I don't know. Okay, unscheduled security inspection ahead, and she's running the whole thing. I also love her interaction with Yase and them being, like, at each other's throats because they just fight via Ojo laughter. So much. And then hectically, chaotically, insanely jump over to the fact that there's a bird carrying the thing, and we go off on a violent chase with her goon gang members shooting the shit out of this bird that they genuinely cannot kill in a way that almost reminds me more than anything of Dead Leaves, which is high praise, I'd say. I don't love Dead Leaves, but that's because of the length of the thing, and it falls apart after you just have that much energy for that much time. This, in small bursts, oh gosh, it works. And we create this insane, vibrant chase sequence of shooting down a crow with background animation as it flits and flies around, having dudes driving on rooftops to try and get to it. Utter insanity. I also really like the way that this shot is put together with all of the elements moving simultaneously. It really sells the motion of the camera here, right? Ah, and we caught it. And it's wrong. Oh, this is where her entire goggles go wibbity wavity. Wonderful. And so, by doing all of this, destroy large portions of the city. Whatever. Shoko is insane, and I love her for it. What are those elements of spiraling energy shit? What are they? They're so obvious. Alright, so we find the thing. He found the thing. Doesn't take credit for it. Is willing to fly under the radar. But is sneaky and conniving. And might have other plans, right? Hard to know. But he did put a GPS tracker inside the damn thing. Wonderful. Controller. And then we get this sequence, which is also wonderful, as small as it is, just her falling over all over the place. And then again, it's like Excel Saga. Ah! So through many vault doors we go into this space. This space with computer programming going on all the walls. And it seems like these two have been working together towards some separate goal for some indeterminate but long period of time. Did you get homesick from meeting a former colleague of yours? What does he mean by this? Kodo? The unit might be under the head monk's direct command, but they are allowed to act on their jurisdiction whenever and wherever. I don't know what this means. You're much like a deserter after all. Please, I was practically abducted. And we're analyzing the raw for some purpose. Shoko can be quite amazing. Aratama. That is what it's called. Comes up as Japanese maple. I don't know. You definitely helped us achieve much. Ominous. some reason to actually get this thing back. That girl says she'll cooperate as well. Shrine inadvertently means well. This also reveals to us that Kurama is, like, world aware. Cosmere aware. How likely is she related to your parents? 80%, but we know that it's more than that. It reminded me of talking to my father, the same eyes. And this, yeah, I owe them my very existence, but it is about time they made their return, trying to change things. I am sick of waiting. Now we get real desire from Kurama. Which is interesting because it clashes with his purported Buddhism. So does the desire to be recognized for his talent, right? These are the core sins of Buddhism, our desire. It's natural, but shedding it is the purpose, is the way to achieve enlightenment. So Kurama outwardly does so, but inwardly holds tightly to it. It's a pretty strong indictment of Buddhist philosophy, honestly. I want to go outside, and yet it's grounded and human. This desire for freedom, for understanding. Just like he wanted to go to the capital, now he wants out. Soon. Our day will soon come. He bows and turns into glitter. Okay. I still don't know what the squared circle means. Isn't that a math challenge? Well, no, that's the boxing ring and the wrestling ring and all that shit. But no. To square the circle is a geometric problem. Constructing a square with the same area as a given circle by using only a finite number of steps with a compass and straight edge. It's proven to be impossible. That is, it can't be done in a finite number of steps with physical objects. The impossibility of turning one thing into another thing that maintains its traits. That would track to some extent with the idea of an inhuman entity created by humans trying to become human, right? It also fits with the idea of being trapped within a place. A square, in common parlance, is someone who is not up with the times. How do I put it? He doesn't fit in this world, right? He's made a portion of this world fit him, but he doesn't fit in it. This is a chaotic world, and he is lawful. A square and a circle. I'm going to think about that. This episode has confused me more than I could have expected. I'm hoping that there is some point where this comes together and I go, oh, but so far that may not ever happen. And that could be my fault. I could be too stupid for this show. It's definitely possible. I feel like I'm too stupid for this show. Doesn't really hamper my enjoyment of the insanity though. So fine, so be it. I guess in the same way, like you watch the first couple episodes of Furikuri and you're like, whoa. It wasn't until a couple rewatches of Furikuri that I like grokked it and I understood like, oh, there's so much meta knowledge inherent in this show and like understanding of what is actually being represented by things is so vague and nebulous. I get the same feeling from this one, partly because of the chaotic energy that's everywhere in this mirror world, but also partly because of the way that information is shown, not told, and sometimes not even shown, or at least is very missable. It's interesting. I'm still enjoying the hell out of it. I love the design of the whole thing and the style of it and the energy of it, but I cannot claim to comprehend it, and that's okay. I'm going to leave this one be for now. Please write comments about all the shit that I missed in this episode. I'm sure that there was plenty. I'm stupid. It happens. I'll see you next week for more. Peace.